Hey everyone, it's Sam. Now, during this pandemic, this quarantine and lockdown occurring, some of you have suffered online classes. I hated them. They were so stressful and a pain in the neck. Here are 15 reasons why online classes suck. 1. Now, teachers, you should be aware about this. Teachers cannot discipline students if they're being disruptive and or not paying attention. When you're in person classes, if a student is being disruptive or not paying attention, a teacher can always, tell a student to leave and go to the office or go to the hallway for like a timeout. But with online classes, you can't do such a thing like that. 2, if your electricity, internet, or Wi-Fi is out, you can't go to class. See, online classes require electricity or Wi-Fi or internet. But if any of those are out, you're screwed, can't go to class. 3, people with disabilities can't get any support. For instance, for someone who has mild autism, it's hard for me to get support when I'm struggling in my classes. Can't go to the tutoring center, etc. And this guy, he's literally blind. He can't take online classes. So, that's a pain in the neck. 4, students who are very shy, play imaginative, have a huge addiction to video games or TV, or have poor social skills won't learn about how to get socially involved. With in-person classes, it's easy to help students who have those kind of poor social skills to get socially involved. But with online classes, there's basically virtual events and you can't get socially involved with virtual events and all that. 5, you won't learn how to cooperate with others. Now, kindergarten's main goal is to help the students learn how to cooperate with others. With all these online classes, they won't learn about how to cooperate with others, and they might end up being a jerk to one another the next year in first grade. When I was in kindergarten, I had a problem with a boy in my class, but thanks to cooperation on kindergartners, we learned how to cooperate. We ended up being friends in first grade. 6, you won't learn your classmates that well. You won't get to know them that well. Well, with online classes, you won't know who the kids are or students are in your classes. That's a real pain in the neck. 2 years ago, when I was a student at the University of New Haven, I had a problem with this girl. She blocked me because I was in love with her online. Well, I only met her online through the UNH Class of 2022 Facebook page, but they created that group just to help students get to know others since we're all not local within the community and you won't know anyone most likely from your university. Anyways, with these online classes, there are more people getting to know others online than when I was a student at the University of New Haven. 7, background noises occur. While you're in class, sometimes background noises can occur and be disruptive while in your online classes. I, for instance, have a really sensitive smoke detector, and one time while I was in NCC choir, my smoke detector was going off while I was in class and created noise. That was a pain in the neck. 8, no peace and quiet while in class. Sometimes your household members can sometimes be calling you your name, and you're trying to work in class, and you can't do that, and you need peace and quiet. 9, Students might use online classes as an excuse to miss school. Now, if any of you have watched the South Park Pandemic special, Eric Cartman put a picture of himself on his screen pretending like he was missing class. I'm sure all you elementary school, middle school, and high school students would find it cool to miss school, but unfortunately, you need an education in order to graduate, get a job, earn money, and have a house to live in, afford food. You got an education that you have to do. 10. It scares parents and students when school is reopening, especially if it's closed for a long time. There's been a lot of word about the virus, thinking that we got to close school. When it reopens, sometimes parents and teachers and students, they get scared. 11. Band and choir folks can't play or sing all at once. When it comes to a person's screen on Zoom, it only says what they are saying. And if you talk all at once, it'll get really mixed up. Or sing all at once. What's 12? Also, you can't talk all at once, which is a pain in the neck, especially if you have a question that you want to ask. 13. Online classes burn more fossil fuels. It's not good to burn fossil fuels, which burning fossil fuels affects the climate. Global warming and polar vortex are bad. Many plants and animals die from that. 14. It could affect people who have epilepsy. You're staring at the screen a lot, and sometimes people, who have epilepsy, they need to, give a break of watching screen recordings or virtual recordings or virtual stuff, and it could increase their chance of having a seizure. It's bad. Last but not least, 15. It's really hard to pay attention while in online classes. When you're in online classes, you'll be extremely bored. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It's hard to pay attention. Thanks for watching. I hope you know about why online classes are bad, and see you soon.